Hey, it's Jeff at 650 Cycle. Here we're taking a look at our KZ 440 project, LTD 440. I have this bike right here, fine specimen of a KZ 440, and I just picked up this bike right here. And what I'm going to try to do is take the best parts, put them together, and make a really nice bike. This bike has, according to the odometer, 4,900 miles. This bike, according to the odometer, 30,000 miles. The cylinder and the head on this bike looks a lot better. It's in a lot better condition than what this one is. It doesn't look as wore. Doesn't have all the stuff on it. I think what I'm going to do is take this motor and put in this bike. This is an 80. This is an 82. But from what I've researched, these motors are pretty much the same as far as swapping from one frame to the other. I do see some differences. This cover is a little different on this one than on this one if we look, and the clutch comes in on this side of this one and it's on the other side on this one, so there are some differences obviously, but I do believe that I can take this motor, pull it out, get it cleaned up, put it in this bike. But before I do that, I want to take this bike, this motor, and see if I can at least get it to fire like I did this one, because I got this one to fire. I know it fires. I know it'll work. The other things, the exhaust on this one is better. The front brake on this one actually works. I don't know how, but it does, because it looks pretty poor. This one is in pretty poor condition overall. So like I said, I'm going to pull the best parts, put them all together on one bike. I also have parts right here, oddball parts. I have two side panels that I got yesterday as opposed to just one. So some little pieces like that I'm going to put together, and the next couple days hopefully I will get to the point of starting this one, trying to get it to start and fire, and then I'll know if this is a decent motor. I don't think it's locked up or anything, so I'll get working on that. I got some other things I got to work on today, so I don't know if I'll get to it today, but it's on the agenda for this week. Hey, it's Jeff at 650 Cycle, working on the LTD440s today. I got these two Kawasaki LTD440s. I want to take this one. This is my project for this winter. I want to take this one and clean it all up, make it a nice looking bike, and go from there. I picked this 82 up as a parts bike, and I think I did pretty good with it because it only has like 6,000 miles on it. It's an 82, which for those of you that don't know, it has electronic ignition as opposed to a points ignition, so I like that better. The brakes work on this one, the forks are better on that one, the header tubes are better on that one, but the exhaust is better on this one, so I'm going to take two of them and make one, taking the best parts off of both of them. So I've been given a challenge today, and that challenge is that someone wants to go for a motorcycle ride this afternoon, something that we have not done enough this summer. And who am I to argue with that? I enjoy motorcycle rides too. So I've been given a challenge that I can't spend all day on this, so I've given myself until noon. It's about 8 o'clock, and I've given myself until noon to get this tore down. What I want to do is get this tore down as far as possible in those 4 hours. I believe I can get it tore down in that time, as long as I don't hit any snags along the way. But I want to get everything off of this bike and ready to decide if I'm going to use it or if I'm going to part it out or sell it or junk it, whatever. This bike has a title and this bike doesn't. So otherwise I just use this frame and pull parts off of that. So it's all part of the process, it's all part of the project. I'm going to pull this and tear this down. I'm going to do a time lapse of all of that happening so that you can see as it gets tore down. It's kind of a neat process that once everything starts disappearing off of it. I'll see if I can get it done in 4 hours. Well, there we have it. Worked up quite a sweat. It's like 75 degrees outside, not much cooler in here, and working like that, it gets pretty sticky and gross. So what I've done is, what I've accomplished is taking this 1982 LTD440 completely apart, blown it apart. I have the motor out, which is the main thing I need. I need the wiring harness, which I've saved. I have saved everything that I pulled off. I will compare it with what's on the other one, and I will try to use the best one. Because my intention, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but my intention is to pull this one down like that, and then redo the frame and just, you know, go through all of that. I don't know if I really want to do that or not. We'll see once we get there. That said, it's 9:45, so that was an hour and 45 minutes. I put a sign out. And other than a little bit of cleanup, I'll find a place for that. We have reduced a motorcycle to a shopping cart, essentially. And like I said, I'm going to go through everything one at a time. Like these shocks, if we look right here, they're no good because they've got rust up on the travel area. But the other ones on the other bike look good, and you can take these apart, and I like these springs. So I think I'm going to try to use these springs on the other shocks. One of the forks, trash. It has rust in the travel area. This particular fender is not dented, and it's about in the same condition. These do come off, so I might be able to use the other one. Things like that. That is where I'm at today. It looks like we're going to get to go out and go for a motorcycle ride, so that's good. I'm just going to do a little bit more cleanup, and then we are done with this project for today.